Please recite Namo Tassa.
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Today we will continue Mahasri Prana Sutta, 6th internal and external basis session. In Pali it is called 12 Ayanas. They translate Ayana as phases, 6 phases. The meaning of real Ayana meaning is, it is extending the cognitive process to rise many. Enlarging the cognitive process to make more. How they enlarge? If you have eye, when you see color, then if you like this color, you will enlarge your cognitive process with smiling face. Oh, very good, very good, very good, very good. If you don't like, oh, I don't like. Many cognitive process will rise successfully because of I. Is it true? Mm-hmm. So they are enlarged. They enlarge. So many meditators usually they criticize me. Buddha never teach to contemplate materiality in detail. Buddha never mentioned in suttas to contemplate materiality in detail. They criticize me too much. Today is one sutta. This is also Mahasri Prana Sutta. In Mahasri Prana Sutta, Buddha explained this session. Please listen. Chakhoncha Bhajanadi Rubecha Bhajanadi Yincha Tadubhyam Badecha Ubejati Sanyojana Tencha Bhajanadi Yathaja Nubanasa Sanyojanasa Ubada Hodi Tencha Bhajanadi Yathaja Ubanasa Sanyojanasa Bahana Hodi Tencha Bhajanadi Yathaja Bahinasa Sanyojanasa Ade Nubada Hodi Tencha Bhajanadi. This is only one couple. Insensitivity in color only. What is the meaning? Bhikkhus, again a bhikkhu contemplate Dhamma objects as Dhamma objects in terms of 6 internal sense bases and external sense bases. How does a bhikkhu contemplate Dhamma objects as Dhamma objects in terms of 6 internal and external bases? 6 bases. In this Buddha's dispensation, a bhikkhu understands the eye or eye sensitivity. He understands the visible object or colors. Visible objects or colors. He also understands the pattern which arises depending on both eye sensitivity and colors. He also understands how they arise to be the rising of patterns which not yet risen, or he also understands how there comes to be the rising of unrisen patterns. He also understands how there comes to be the abandoning of reason factors. He also understands how there comes to be the non-future arising of abundant factors. So, depending on sensitivity in Kala, Buddha taught these 6 sentences. Number 1 is Chakauja Pajanadi. A bhikkhu understands the insensitivity or intransparent element. Number 2 is Rupeja Pajanadi. A bhikkhu understands visible objects or colors. So, Buddha instructs to understand insensitivity. How he should try to understand or to see insensitivity, intransparent element. How he should practice. This is one type of materiality only. What is intransparent element? What is insensitivity? How you should discern this insensitivity? So Buddha teach to discern or to try to understand insensitivity. According to Buddha's teaching, insensitivity or intransparent element rise as kalapa. To see this kalapa, how you should practice? 4 elements meditation, this is necessary. Without practicing 4 elements meditation systematically, one cannot understand, one cannot see kalapas, and one cannot analyze kalapas, and one cannot understand ultimate truth, ultimate materiality, including insensitivity. So you must try 4 elements meditation systematically. When you practice 4 elements meditation systematically, when your concentration develops further, you will see the whole body become transparent like ice block. In that ice block, if you can discern 4 elements, then very soon you will see kalapas. If you do not see kalapas, then you should try to see space. Then you will see kalapas. At that time, the whole body is a group of kalapas. You will understand the whole body is composed with small kalapas. They call these kalapas as particles. At that time, please pay attention to your eyeball. If you see your eyeball on, then it is at that time you should again pay attention 4 elements in your eyeball. Then very soon when your concentration develops further, you will not see eyeball, you will see only a group of kalapas, small particles only. At that time, in your eye there are 2 types of kalapas. Number 1 is transparent kalapas. Number 2 is opaque kalapas. 2 types. You should analyze one transparent kalapa. In that transparent kalapa, there are 10 types of materiality. Earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, light faculty, and insensitivity, or maybe transparent element. But in the eye, there are 2 types of transparent elements. Number 1 is intransparent element. Number 2 is body transparent element. Eye consciousness arises depending on intransparent element. Body consciousness arises depending on body transparent element. When you open your eye and then if you look at anything, you can see color. So eye consciousness also arises depending on eye transparent element. In the eye, there's also eye consciousness. Eye consciousness arises intransparent sensitivity. Another is if you touch your eye, can you feel touching sensation? So if you touch your eye, then you can also feel touching tangible objects, whether it is hot or not, hot or not, or supporting or pushing, you can feel. So because of this, there is also body transparent element. How you should differentiate? these two. They are very small kalabas, small particles. How you should differentiate? This is untransparent sensitivity. This is body transparent sensitivity. How you can differentiate? Now Buddha instead, you must understand untransparent sensitivity. How you should differentiate? This is very important in detail. Then please discern one transparent kalapa. Then please analyze. You should try to discern 10 types of materiality, including transparent element. You should discern the transparent element again. Then please pay attention a little bit far away. There are maybe the whole body. There are many small particles. A group of small particles, kala, you must pay attention. In each particle there is always kala. That kala you must pay attention. Quite a little bit far away. Please try. I want to show you one example. Can you see my finger, my eye? Do you see?
Yes.
No. Please do like that. No eye can see your finger or no? No, because there is no space between object and subject. Between object and subject there is no space. This is one reason. If there is no space, there is no light. If there is no light, you cannot see. Light is one cause to see color. In the dark, can you see? No. Your eye is powerless. What is powerless? Maybe vultures in the sky, when they are flying in the sky, maybe one yojana. One yojana is maybe more than 10 miles maybe. There may be some clouds. They can see from the sky very far away, 10 miles. They can see this clouds. Can you see this clouds 10 miles far away? So your eye is not powerful. In the same way, cats. In the night they can see mouse. They can catch. Can you see? In the dark. So your eye is no power. There is light, after that only you can see. So if it is very close, eye consciousness cannot arise. Little bit far away, after that only eye consciousness arises. But one kalaba's kala is not the object of unconsciousness. Because in this sutta, also in different suttas, Buddha taught, Chakhom cha pajanati, Rube cha pajanati. Chakhom cha, according to Pali language, Chakhom cha is singular form. Rube cha pajanati, Rube, this is plural form. When Buddha taught, in the base, only one. In the object, there are many. How? When Buddha taught? Because a group of us, kalabas kala only can be the object of unconsciousness. No one kalaba. One kalaba can be seen by mind consciousness. According to your own idea, insight knowledge. That insight knowledge, mind cognitive process can understand one kalabas kala. So because of this reason, you should pay attention a group of small particles kala. When this kala impinge this untransparent element, then that transparent element, then we can say this transparent element is untransparent element or unsensitivity or unbase. Same. So at that only you will understand this is unbase. So to understand this unbase, how you should practice? You must practice 4 elements meditation. But for those who had already practiced jhanas, who already attained jhanas, in every sitting they should try to re-enter one jhana. One jhana means if they prefer 4th jhana is very good. In every sitting they should try 4th jhana. Which 4th jhana? They can do according to their own desire. Some meditators like white Acinna, 4th jhana. Some meditators like light Acinna, 4th jhana. Some meditators like Anabana, 4th jhana. anything they can do every second. Based on this, coming up from this jhana, then you should discern four elements systematically. Then, when your concentration develops further, you will see these kalabas. And then, again, please analyze these kalabas. Then, at that time, you will see eye sensitivity. Whether this is eye sensitivity or not, if you want to test, then you should try a group of small particles color. When this color impedes this transparent element, then it will be eye transparent element. But when this color do not impinge, these colors do not impinge this eye transparent element, then this transparent element is not eye transparent element. It will be body transparent element only. Because there are two types of kalabas which are transparent. So, because of this reason, you should again test. If it is not, colors do not impinge this transparent element, then you should try another kalaba. Please analyze another kalaba. Why? There are many transparent kalabas. And transparent kalabas also many. Body transparent kalabas also many. Among these many, depending on which transparent element eye consciousness has, only one transparent element. Because of this reason, in the base, Buddha taught Chakhoja Pajanadi only singular form. But in the case of object, Buddha taught Rubeja Pajanadi plural form. Different types of colors. So because of this reason, one transparent element, one transparent eye sensitivity is enough as a base to produce eye consciousness as a base. So you should try to discern this eye transparent sensitivity. But after discerning eye transparent sensitivity, if you understand eye transparent element, then it is not yet enough. Pajanadi, Chakhoja Pajanadi, he understands eye sensitivity. Here the meaning is, you must try to understand the characteristic, function, manifestation and proximate cause of this eye transparent element. It is salient characteristic, function, manifestation and proximate cause. What is it is salient characteristic? Rupa Bhikkadaraha Buddha Basada Lakkhana Chakku. This is one meaning. What is the meaning? There is transparency of four elements which are ready for impingement of colors. This is one type of salient characteristic of transparent element. So here you can see transparent element. Of which transparent? Maybe you may say, you can see, oh, this is transparent. What is this? Oh, this is glass. Glass is transparent. There must be one object, one face, which is transparent. Oh, this is very transparent. What is transparent? Water is very transparent. Oh, there must be water, there must be glass. In the same way, here transparent. What is transparent? Of which transparent? Transparent is what? Transparency of four elements only. Within same kalapa, not different kalapa. Within same kalapa, transparency is four elements transparency only. But this four elements transparency is ready for the impingement of color. Okay? It is one type of salient characteristic of transparent element and sensitivity. You should try to understand this salient characteristic or intrinsic characteristic. Then nana is function. What is the another characteristic here? Dhatu Gamma Dani Dana Gamma Samudhana Buddha Sada Lakkhana Chakku. What is the meaning? In previous life, you had accumulated one type of wholesome dhamma based on craving. What is craving? Craving for seeing colors. What color? You may have different intention. This is dependent origination. You must try to understand dependent origination again. Oh, you should try to discern past causes. Slowly, please discern ultimate mentality, materiality, slowly backward up to near that moment in previous life. There may be one type of object. In time of death, proximate cognitive process time. In time of death, there is one object is appear in your Vanga mind. There may be one type of object, maybe any object is possible for wholesome dhammas. So, for example, if you are offering flowers to the Buddha or to the Dhamma, and then if you wish for to be a layman or woman, at that time, if you understand this is man or this is woman, this is wrong understanding. Wrong understanding is called ignorance. Why it is wrong understanding? According to Buddha's teaching, there is no man, there is no woman. If you discern four elements systematically, you can see ultimate mentality and materiality only. If you understand ultimate mentality and materiality, this is okay, right understanding. But if you understand this is man, this is woman, this is wrong understanding only. Based on this wrong understanding or ignorance, you have attachment to the man life or woman life. That attachment is called craving. But repeated attachment is also called clinging. You have attachment not only one time, but repeatedly you may have attachment to that man life or woman's life. So, depending on this ignorance, craving, clinging, you accumulate offering flowers to the Buddha. That Buddha image object also may appear, or flower object also may appear. These are wholesome dhammas. When you are offering flowers to the Buddha, and then the wholesome dhammas rise. These wholesome dhammas are called volitional formations. But they are nature impermanent. As soon as they rise, they pass away. But they left behind the karmic force, which can produce five aggregates. These five aggregates, according to your own wish, we can say man, five aggregate of a man or five aggregate of a woman. These five aggregates are ultimate materiality, but you have wrong perception. This is man, this is woman. In this way, you have wrong perception because of ignorance. At that time, if we analyze these five aggregates, there is color. You may have attachment to that man's color also. If you analyze this man's body, there is also color. You may have attachment to that color. Or if you analyze woman's body, there is also color. You may have attachment to color. Why? Some people, they have sexual attachment to their body. So they want to be very beautiful. Is it true? They don't want to be ugly persons. So if they become man or woman, they want to be beautiful. This beautiful beauty, beautiness of color. Skin color must be beautiful, not black color. Is it true? Do you want black color? No. Very beautiful color you want. So because of this reason, that such type of attachment is still present. With such intention, you accumulate that wholesome dhammas. Because of these wholesome dhammas, these five aggregates appear. Among these five aggregates, there is also color. If you have attachment, five aggregates, or man life or woman life, we can say you also have attachment to the color also. So, because of the previous wholesome karma, four elements arise in your eye. Among these four elements, there is transparency of these four elements. These four elements appear here because of the wholesome karma. That wholesome karma based on craving or ignorance, craving in clinging. Based on ignorance, living in clinging, this wholesome karma arises. Because of this wholesome karma, here arise four elements. Transparency of these four elements is called insensitivity, which is ready for the impingement of kala. So, in this case, if you understand, oh, these four elements are produced by previous karma, which karma is based on craving. Based on craving, you accumulate that wholesome karma. Because of this wholesome karma, here, four elements arise. The transparency of these four elements is called insensitivity. If you understand in this way, we can say now you understand intrinsic nature of characteristic of intransparency or salient characteristic of intransparency. We can say at that time only. So, Chakkhung Jappa Janadi. You should try to understand Chakku. This is only characteristic. What is its function? Rupesu Avichana Rasa. It brings this intransparency, brings your cognitive and cognitive process to the kala object. Oh, please see, please see, please see. Oh, you have eye. Because of this reason, you are enter kala the object. The whole cognitive process which understand kala arises depending on eye face. Is it true? Yes. So because of this reason, it creates, it brings your cut into cognitive process and mind cognitive process as well to the kala object. So this is its function. You should also try to understand this function. Then another is manifestation. Chakku Vinyana Sa Adhara Bhava Pichupatana. It is the base for the eye consciousness in its associated mental fetters. How many mental fetters? There are 7. Contact, feeling, perception, volition, one-pointedness, life frugality, and attention. Together with eye consciousness, there are 8 mental fetters. These mental fetters arise depending on eye base. So, while you are discerning eye base or eye sensitivity, you will see, oh, this is the base for the eye consciousness in its associated mental formations. After that, you will understand. But you cannot discern eye consciousness. You cannot discern its associated mental formations. How will you understand? Is it possible? Yes. So you must also understand an eye cognitive process, including eye consciousness in its associated mental formations. After that only you will understand, oh, eye consciousness arises depending on this eye sensitivity. After that only you will understand this manifestation. Pichupatana. What is proximate cause? Dhatu Kama Dhanidana Kamaja Buddha Bhaddanta. Say, why this intransparency appear? The proximate cause is 4 elements within Sankalapa. These 4 elements are proximate cause. But these 4 elements are produced by previous karma, which is based on craving for kala. So to see kala, you accumulate that wholesome karmas. Because of this wholesome karma, 4 elements arise here. The 4 elements transparency is the transparency of 4 elements only. And transparency is the transparency of 4 elements only. If there is no four elements, then we cannot say there is transparent. We cannot say. If there is no glass, this is very transparent. How we can say? Because there is no glass. If there is no water, how we can say there is transparent? So there must be one type of paste. That paste is called four elements only. So in this way, you should try to understand eye. Other than eye sensitivity, Chakku Pasara. Other than only we can say you understand the eye sensitivity. In the same way, in plural from Buddha taught, Rupa Chappa Jadadi, you must try to understand Rupa colors or visible objects. If you practice four elements meditation, one day you will see kalabas. Every kalaba has color. This color you should try to understand, to see. But if you see color, then you should also try to discern again. It is salient characteristic, function, manifestation, and proximate cause. Okay. What is it is salient characteristic? Chakku pati hanana lakana ruban. Color is ready for impeachment of eye sensitivity. That it is characteristic. If you want to understand this characteristic, then please listen here. Eye sensitivity, eye transparent element. Number one, you must already understand eye transparent element or eye sensitivity. Secondly, you should pay attention a group of small particles color. When this color impedes eye transparent sensitivity, then at that time you will understand, this color is ready for the impeachment of eye transparent sensitivity. At that time only you will understand the characteristic of colors. Then what is its function? Its function is Rupa Madda Ramana Rasa. Sorry. Chakku Vinyanasa Visya Bhava Rasa. It is only just the object of Chakku Vinyana and its associated mental formations only. If you want to understand this function, how you should practice? You must discern eye sensitivity, Maido Punga. Then please pay attention a group of small particles. This color will impinge both those simultaneously. And then the endocognitive will arise. Among this endocognitive process, number second, mind movement is eye consciousness and associated mental formations. At that time you will understand eye consciousness and associated mental formations arise depending on eye sensitivity. At that time only you will understand. But when the eye consciousness take which object? Eye consciousness arise taking color as object. At that time only you will understand. This color is the object of eye consciousness. At that time only you will understand. The another is Taseva Gochara Pichupatana manifestation. What is Gochara? It is the result of eye consciousness and its associated mental formations. So the object and result, what is the difference? Eye consciousness knows only color. This is object. But eye consciousness, whenever it arises, always it knows color only. Except color, it knows nothing. So this is called result. In Pali, it is called Gochara. Gochara means pasturing place. Now here, one rabbit. Again he is eating this grass. This is his pasture. So, in the same way, eye consciousness, whenever it arises, it takes only color only. No, except color, it do nothing. except kala, it never take any other object. So this is kala is his pasturing. It is pasturing place. So it is called resort or field. They translate. Then what is proximate cause? Kala cannot rise alone. Kala always rise with as a small particle. Kalaba. Among these kalabas, always in each kalaba there is 4 elements. These 4 elements are proximate cause of kala. Why? Kala of which kala? Oh, this is my robe's kala. This is his robe's kala. This is her robe's kala. There must be one type of element which is the base for kala. So there must be one type of article. In the same way, kala of which kala? Kala is nothing but 4 elements kala only. So because of this reason, if you see kala, then what is kala? Kala is only 4 elements kala only. But there are many 4 elements, many kalabas, within same kalaba only. So at that only you will understand the proximate cause of kala. Such type of understanding, referring such type of understanding, Buddha says, Chakongja Bhajanadi, Rubeja Bhajanadi. You should try to understand Chakku, eye sensitivity. You should try to understand kala's visible objects. In the same way, ear sensitivity in sound, nose sensitivity in smell, tongue sensitivity in taste, body sensitivity in tangible objects, mind in Dhamma objects. In the same way Buddha taught. So in this case, eye transparent sensitivity, ear transparent sensitivity, nose transparent sensitivity, tongue transparent sensitivity, body transparent sensitivity, for mind of heart base. Then these are rupa or no? They are materialities. Buddha instead you must try to understand these materialities. They always rise as kalabas. You must try to see these kalabas. You must analyze. After that only you will understand ultimate truth. This is rupa, kala, sound, smell, taste, tangible objects, and Dhamma objects. These also usually kala, sound, smell, taste, tangible objects, they arise as kalabas only. You should try to see these kalabas. After that only you will understand this kala, sound, smell, and taste, tangible objects. But Dhamma objects, there are 2. One is materiality, the remaining materialities. The remaining means eyes sensitivity, ear sensitivity, nose sensitivity, tongue sensitivity, body sensitivity. These are 5. Then color, sound, smell, taste, tangible object. These are 7. Altogether 12. Why they became 12? Tangible object is there 3. Prithvi, Tejo, Vayu, 3. So altogether there are 12. Except these 12, the remaining 16 materialities are called Dhamma object. Another is 52 mental fetters. They are also called Dhamma object. For insight knowledge, 81 types of consciousness are called Manayana, mind base. So altogether, if we combine these 12 ayaranas, 12 phases, then all ultimate materiality all finish. So Buddha also taught in this way, but not only taught in this way. Another Buddha taught, another sentence. Chakongja Bhajanadi, you must try to understand eye sensitivity. Rubeja Bhajanadi, you must try to understand kala, visible objects. Then Yencha Tadu Bhayam Padecha Ubajadi Sayojana Tencha Bhajanadi. You should try to understand factors which arise dependent on both. you must also try to understand Vedas. What are Vedas? They are binding wire. They are binding wire. They are binding wire. It binds 2 iron rods, 3 iron rods, 4 iron rods, 5 iron rods, 10 iron rods, 20, 30, 40, 100, more than 100, etc. Is it true? In the same way, the Vedas are also binding 2 persons, 3 persons, 4 persons, 5 persons, not to run away to each other. Is it true? What are Vedas? How many Vedas are there? One Mahathira told me, Buddha thought there are 1,500 defilements, Buddha thought. But I think in my body more than 1,500 defilements are present, he thinks. Is it true? Oh, you have many attachments. You have attachment to wives, you have attachment to husbands, you have attachment to sons, daughters, many properties, dollars, etc. So you have many attachments in different of. You have attachment house, you have attachment motor car. Is it true? So many attachments, more than 1,500. So because of this reason, that Mahathira told me, he must accept 1,500 defilements because of Buddha's teaching. But he thinks inside his body, more than 1,500 defilements are present. Is it true? So many. But as if that there are 10 types of sanyojanas, Vedas. What is sanyojana? In one sutta, Venerable Sariputta, Mahaguddika, I think so, but maybe Mahatu Aladas, they discuss about this Veda. Pona, I think so, okay, sorry. What is Veda? There are two bullocks. Here is one, here is one. This is also not Veda of this another one. Another is also not Veda of another one. What is Veda? There's one rope. They bind together these 2 oxes. This rope is called Veda. In the same way, there are two persons. This is also not Veda of him. This is also not Veda you. But there is one Veda. This is rope. Bind together, binding wire. Bind together. This is called Veda. What is Veda? There are 10 types. Number 1 is the Veda of sensual desire. That binding wire is very strong to cut. So because of this reason, if there is any earthquake, because of this binding wire, many buildings cannot fall down easily. Is it true? Because binding wire is binding tightly each other. In the same way, because of this binding wire, you cannot go away, you cannot go to fall easily. Is it true? Oh, we will go, but maybe before 2005 or before 2006, etc. You may say, but you cannot easily go because this binding wire is binding together. So this is one type of sensual desire, one Veda. If you want to discern this sensual desire, I had we explained before, that sensual desire cannot rise alone. It arises with associated mental formations. Sister Susila explained mental formations rooted in greed. Greed. This there may be not sometimes 80, sometimes 90, sometimes 20, sometimes 21, 22, etc. Sometimes there may be 90, sometimes 20, sometimes 21, 22, etc. In this way they arise. So when you are discerning this sensual desire, this is one type of Veda, binding wire. You should try to discern associate together with associated mental formations. But this sensual desire arises as a cognitive process only. For example, in this case, depending on eye base, depending on colors, pattern arise. Why? Because of proximate cause is because of unwise attention. What is unwise attention? Oh, this is my husband, this is my wife, this is my son, this is my daughter. In this way, if they pay attention, then this is called unwise attention. Based on this unwise attention, they have attachment to each other. Is it true? If they can see, oh, this is not man, this is not woman, this is not son, this is not daughter, only ultimate mentality, materiality. This ultimate mentality and materiality, as soon as they arise, they pass away very, very quickly. So they are nature, they are dukkha, they are anatta, no self. In this way, if you always understand, is it possible to marry? Not possible. Finding wire is useless. Finding wire is useless. Because you always see there is no man, there is no woman. Only ultimate materiality. They are, as they arise, they pass away very, very quickly. They are nature, dukkha, anatta. Always, if you see, always means sattva vihara. For arahats, they always dwell in this dwelling place. What is their dwelling place? 5 aggregates, 12 ayanas, 18 elements, and dependent origination factors, 12 dependent origination factors. They always contemplate them as nature, dukkha, anatta. This is their permanent dwelling place. Because of this reason, no arahat never married. So, but if you see this is man, this is woman, this is problem, binding wire will arise. Because of this binding wire, you cannot go quickly anywhere. Is it true? Yeah, this is sensual desire. So, another factor is wrong view. But in this case, Buddha thought, not taking different conventional truths. Conventional truth means according to conventional truth, there's man, there's woman, it is true. But according to ultimate sense, there's no man, there's no woman. There are only ultimate mentality and materiality. Two types of truth, conventional truth and ultimate truth. But in this sutta, Mahasri Varna Sutta, Buddha especially refer ultimate truth only. So if you want to discern this sensual desire, taking ultimate truth as object, how you should discern? First, you should try to discern I sensitivity. Secondly, you should discern mind. When both those impinge, you should pay attention color as object. A group of small particles color. When the color impinge both those, then cognitive process and mind-cognitive process will arise. In those cognitive process, mind-advancing consciousness and phyto-advancing consciousness and decision consciousness may decide. May decide means really they cannot decide because this is very weak. As if they are deciding, this color is beautiful, for example. But real decision is after that cognitive process. There will be rise bhoga. After bhoga, there may be mind-cognitive process. Then another bhoga, then mind, then another bhoga, then mind. In this way, successfully, many mind-cognitive process may arise. Among these mind-cognitive process, fourth or fifth mind-cognitive process, there is mind-advancing consciousness. That mind-advancing consciousness decision is very strong. Because of this reason, really they understand at that time how they will understand. Oh, this is my son, this is my daughter, this is my husband, this is my wife, this is my dollar, US dollar, etc. In this way they will understand. At that time only, strong powerful attachment or greed or sensual desire, sensual enjoyment will arise. This is very strong. So depending on Aido and Kala, this sensual desire arises. If this sensual desire arises, you should also try to understand there arises sensual desire in me. Okay? Such type of understanding Buddha especially prefer. Then another factor is wrong view. Wrong view is for ultimate truth. The wrong view is sometimes very difficult for meditators. Because of this reason, we usually teach taking conventional truth as object. For example, there's maybe gold stone. You should pay attention gold stone as gold stone only. And then you should try to discern, especially in this case, mind-do and I-do. Then you should pay attention to this goal. As a goal only you should pay attention. Then when this object image both those, the color of this gold stone image both those at that time, I-do cognitive process and mind-do cognitive process will rise successfully. At that time, you may pay attention, this is my goal. This goal, yesterday also my goal. Today also my goal. Tomorrow also my goal. Okay? Yesterday also my husband. Today also my husband. Tomorrow also my husband. Is it true? No, this is not your husband. If we say, they will not accept. Is it true? So this is, they are really a nature. Although they are really a nature, they do not see ultimate truth. Because of this reason, they think, yesterday also my goal, today also my goal, tomorrow also my goal. Yesterday also my husband, today also my husband, tomorrow also my husband. They think this is permanent. Although they are impermanent, they think permanent. This is also one type of wrong view. But in this case, sometimes some meditators, they must try to discern ultimate truth, ultimate reality. In this case, Buddha is referring. So at that time, they should pay attention, Kala. Oh, this color is the Atta's color. This color is very beautiful. In this way, if they decide, this is really impure, not beautiful. Although it is impure, not beautiful, they decide this is very beautiful. Okay? So because of this reason, wrong view arises. That wrong view always associated with associated mental formations rooted in greed, attachment. Okay. At that time you should try to discern this wrong view. In the same way, the pattern of rites and rituals, this is only outside the Buddha's dispensation. Some may think, if we practice as a cow, we will escape from Rono river. If we practice as a dog, we will escape from the Rono river. In this way they think. So such type of view is also called the pattern of rites and rituals. This is also right depending on both those. Depending on both places, Aido and Iado. If you want to discern this, then you should try to discern color. Both do here, Aido and Maido, then you should pay attention this color. Then if we do in this practice, such like a dog or like a cow, then we will see such type of beautiful color in the future. In this way, if they grasp this wrong view, then at that time also this cognitive process can arise. But for Buddhists, it is not easy to arise such type of wrong view. Then number 4 pattern is the patterns of desire to go on existing. Bhavaraga Sanyojana. Bhavaraga Sanyojana means for some meditators, they always expecting for future life, future existence, one of future existence. So if they have strong attachment to for future existence, then this is also called Bhavaraga Sanyojana, one type of pattern. This is also one type of finding Vaya. If they have strong desire for future existence, they cannot escape from round or rebirth. Because if they have strong attachment for future existence, they will accumulate wholesome dhammas or sometimes unwholesome dhammas. Because of this wholesome karma or unwholesome karma, they must be accept one existence after death. Then again, if they accumulate wholesome and unwholesome dhammas for another future existence, then there will be also another future existence. So in this way, as long as they expect future existence, they cannot escape from round or rebirth. So if you want to discern this expectation also, then you should try to discern both those. And then you should make addition kala. When kala invades both those, then you should try in future life, maybe I will gain such and such kala. In this way, if you make addition, then the pattern of desire to go on existing will be arise for future existence. So you should try to discern these ultimate mentalities rooted in greed, protect. There may be sometimes protect, sometimes maybe not protect. So there may be altogether eaters of materiality. Sometimes these patterns are associated with happy feeling, somanasa. Sometimes they may be associated with neutral feeling, upaka. So there are different types, altogether 8 types. These 8 types of consciousness rooted in greed also you must discern, taking kala as object. In the same way, there may be the pattern of conceit, mana. How the taking kala as object, conceit can arise. Taking different maybe objects according to conventional truth, there may be conceit it is true. There may arise conceit as true. Oh, my husband is better than her husband. They may compare. My husband has many good qualities. Her husband is very dull person. They may contain others. They may have proud. Is it true? So, according to conventional truth, conceit is very easy to discern. But here, according to ultimate truth, Buddha is explaining this better. How you should practice. Number 1, you should discern Aindo and Maindo. Then you should make addition a group of small particles kala. When this kala invades both those at the time, you should decide, oh, I can clearly discern this kala. Small particles kala, I can see. They are meditating more than 1 month. Now they cannot see. Oh, you have a lot of conceit. Is it true? Maybe a lot of proud. So, at that time, this conceit, mana, will arise. At that time, this conceit is also always arise with associated mental formations only, according to cognitive process. You will try to understand this conceit pattern, the pattern of conceit. Another pattern is the pattern of resentment. This is dosa group. The pattern of resentment, taking different conventional according to different objects according to conventional truth. You may have a lot of anger. This is the truth. You may see one hatred person other than anger may arise. It is very easy. But here in this case, Buddha is explaining only referring to kala. Taking kala as object, how there can be the pattern of resentment or anger. There may be the kala of ink. That is your pure white cloth. Please try to take this home. A lot of anger may arise. Because you have a lot of attachment to a pure white cloth. But someone may produce dirtiness on this cloth with ink. If you see someone do in this way, you have a lot of anger. So because of this, whenever you see this color, then the anger the factor of resentment will arise again. So if you want to discern this, the factor of resentment, then you should try, first you must try to discern Indo and Mindo. Then you should try to discern that color. That color which that is your white pure clothes. Then when this color impedes both those, then this factor of resentment will arise together with associated model formations according to cognitive process. And then you will understand. Then another is factor of envy. So that they translate jealousy. How you should practice? Taking different objects according to conventional truth, it is very easy to understand. Some person's motoga is very high class. Your motoga is very low class. If you see someone's high class motoga, you don't want to see. Oh, this envy very strong. But in this case, you must try to see color only. Which color? Maybe others' eyeglass color is very good. Your eyeglass color is not good. Is it true? So other than you don't want to see others' eyeglass color. So if they do not have such color, such good quality eyeglass, it will be very good. If they do not have such good quality motoka, it will be very good. In this way, if you pay attention, when the color impedes both those, other than this envy, with associated mental formation will arise. You should try to discern this. Then another is the factor of stinginess. Stinginess is you always hiding your property, not to see others, because you don't want to share others. But if someone takes your property, you have a lot of anger sometimes. Not because of attachment. Sometimes you don't want to share others this property. You don't let others use your property. Such type of attitude is called stinginess. But it is always associated with color. One type of color, very beautiful color. If someone use, you don't like. So that color also you should try to see. Indo and Mindo, you should discern, and then please discern this color. When this color impedes both those, you should pay attention. Oh, they use such and such quality, good quality color. Color will be spoiled. In this way, if you pay attention, this stinginess will arise. This resentment, envy, stinginess, they are rooted in dosa group. Another is the factor of doubt. Maybe in this case, doubt is very easy for ordinary persons, but now when meditating, taking color as object, doubt is very rare. But we teach how to discern. Please discern Indo, Mindo together. Then please discern color. A group of small body gets color, and then you should pay attention. Oh, this color is, whether this color is the color of Ada or not. In this way, if you pay attention, then when this color impedes both those, then the factor of doubt will arise. Whether it is Ada's color or not, only this. Another is the factor of ignorance. Ignorance is always associated with greed, hatred, and doubt, etc. All they are present. When you discern greed or sensual desire, then ignorance is also always present. It is very easy. So all together they are 10 factors. Why Buddha teach to discern these 10 factors? Sometimes they have strong attachment, these factors also. Because of preceding sensual desire, succeeding sensual desire increase. If you want to eat chicken, for example, if you have good taste, then next day also you have desire to eat chicken. Is it true? So because of previous attachment or sensual desire, this succeeding sensual desire also arises. If the sensual desires again they arise, then they will increase day by day. When they become very strong, it is not easy to cut this fetter. It is not easy because of this reason. It is also not easy to go to Pa-Auk very quickly. Because this desire is very strong day by day. So, because of this reason, Buddha also helped the individual to contemplate these unwholesome dhammas, 10 fetters. 10 fetters and their associated mental formations which arise according to cognitive process. These mental formations also you must contemplate as nature, dukkha, anatta. They are also impermanent in this way. Another sentence. Another sentence is Yathaja Ubbanasa Sanyojanasa Pahana Hoti Tincha Pachanadi. He also understood how there comes to be the abandoning of these fetters. Abandoning of reason fetters. You should try to understand how you can abandon these fetters. You must contemplate them as nature, dukkha, anatta, etc. While you are practicing in this way, one day, when you, at the end of your insight knowledge, path improving knowledge may arise when your insight knowledge becomes mature. If four path improving knowledges arise systematically, then this path improving knowledges will destroy the 10 types of fetters stage by stage. And then you will understand, oh, they already had been abandoned, you will understand. But another sentence is Yathaja Pahinasa Sanyojanasa Ayandi Nubhado Hoti Tinja Bhajanadi. He also understood how there comes to be the non-future rising of abundant fetters. He had already destroyed these fetters. They will not arise in future. Never they will arise in future. You should also understand how there comes to be the non-future rising of abundant fetters. When you reach up to Arhampat knowledge stage, other than this Arhampat knowledge will destroy all remaining fetters completely without remainder. Other than they will never arise in future. So you should also understand how the non-future rising of abundant desire arise. You should try to understand. And then you will completely understand these 5 sentences. I will relate again. A bhikkhu understand. He understand eye sensitivity. He understand colors. He understand the fetters which rise dependent on both. He also understand how there comes to be the rising of unreason fetters because of ironies of manasika, unwise intention. He also understands how there comes to be the abandoning of reason fetters. He also understands how there comes to be the non-future rising of abundant fetters. So altogether 5 sentences. Depending on eye sensitivity in Kala, Buddha taught these 6 sentences. In the same way, depending on ear-based sound, nose sensitivity in smell, tongue sensitivity in taste, body sensitivity in tangible object, mind in Dhamma objects. These 6 pairs Buddha taught in the same way. So this is Ayana section, Ayana Papa. Buddha continue his Dhamma talk. Iti ijadawa gaya gaya nubasi viharadi bhai. Iti ijadawa dhamesu dhamma nubasi viharadi. Bhai dawa dhamesu dhamma nubasi viharadi. Ijada bhai dawa dhamesu dhamma nubasi viharadi. While you are contemplating Dhamma objects in this way, you should also contemplate internally. You should also contemplate externally. internally and externally both. Then Samudaya Dhammanubhas Yoga Samavihārati is example that other than you must try to discern dependent origination. Past causes produce present effect by aggregates. Present causes will produce future by aggregates. Because of the arising of five causes, five aggregates arise. Because of the complete cessation of five causes, because of the complete cessation of causes, five aggregates cease completely without remainder. Cause also a nature. In fact, also five aggregates also a nature. In this way, you must try. Slowly, when you are inside knowledge, begin mature and mature. And if you attain but rampant and approaching knowledge, other than all defilements will disappear completely. In this way, you must try to contemplate by way of in terms of 12 Arana methods. This is Arana session. So, any question, please? Maybe short question will be necessary. Long question is not good.
So this is a short question. I think I heard you say that the eye sees only color.
Yes.
And I had thought that the eye sees color and shape.
Shape is understood by after mind-cognitive process. Here arises mind-cognitive process. That mind-cognitive process shape, as well as this is man, this is woman, etc.
So that
mind-cognitive process understand only color.
So the eye does not. It's not the eye that picks up the shape.
I do not. Mind only. Mind after mind-cognitive process, many mind-cognitive process has. This mind-cognitive process understands shape. Shape as well as which color they can distinguish. This is red color, this is white color, etc.
Sayadaw, how to practice yoniso manasikara when you're not discerning kalapas? How if you want to?
It is not easy. But although it is not easy, but for by imagination or by learning knowledge, you can contemplate them. Oh, sabbe sankhara anicca, all are impermanent. In this way, if you contemplate also maybe one type of yoniso manasikara, but this yoniso manasikara is based on learning knowledge, not based on direct knowledge. All are nature, all are dukkha, all are ananda. In this way you should contemplate. All are asubha, also better. Karma sakata also good. They have their own karma. Each person has its own karma. His karma will produce for him. My karma will produce for me. In this way you should contemplate. It is also good.
Sayadaw, in the sutta, the Buddha recommends that we contemplate the arising of the samyojana as they are. And this is what I didn't understand. When you say arising, do you mean the manifestation of existing fetters, samyojana, or the creation of new samyojana? In other words, is it the arising? You know what I'm saying? It's the same.
Maybe there is one sentence, please memorize. A bhikkhu understands how there comes to be the rising of rising fetters. They are not yet rising, but suddenly it arises. You should try to understand this. But how you should practice, and that only now you should try to discern Indo, Mindo. Then please try to discern color. When color in which both those, you should be addition. This is very beautiful. In this way, the fetter of sensual desire, etc. will arise. Other than you will understand how there comes to be the rising of unreason padas. You face to face, you will understand at that time only. But yesterday that sensual desire arise. Today you contemplate. It's not easy to understand. So quickly you must try to discern.
The sense bases themselves are karma-produced materiality, and so the existence of the sense base is itself a manifestation of the samyojana. Correct?
No.
Then I'm not
This is
understanding.
the proximate cause for samyojana only.
Only the part.
Chakongja, Padija, Rubeja, Ubejadi, Chakwinyana, Dina, Segiri, parts of Hasabicha, Wina, Bicha, Tana, in this way Buddha taught. In this Sota Buddha, Chakongja, Bajanadi, Rubeja, Bajanadi, Yinja, the Rubia, Brecha, Ubejidi, Sayodana, Dincha, Bajanadi, in this way Buddha taught. So depending on both idol in Kala, the fetter of sensual desire, etc. rise. You should try to understand this sensual fetter also in this way Buddha teaches. Okay.
Bhante, you talked about, I think I'm missing something basic, but when you talk about accumulation of wholesome karma in past lives leading to clinging, craving in this life, you were talking about color, but I've heard it in response to other things too. I don't quite understand that. Why isn't it the accumulation of unwholesome karma in past lives?
Unwholesome?
Yeah, I don't understand why it's wholesome karma, due to the accumulation of wholesome karma.
For Buddha, according to Buddha's teaching, in our human life, in each person there are 5 aggregates. Among these 5 aggregates, there are also karma produced 5 aggregates also. These 5 aggregates are produced by karma. This karma is wholesome karma only, not unwholesome karma. But this wholesome karma, while they are accumulating this wholesome karma, they based on ignorance, craving, and clinging. They accumulate this wholesome karma. How? In future existence, they want to become man or they want to become woman. They have strong desire to become woman. They have strong desire to become man. Such type of attitude is called ignorance, craving, and clinging. With such attention, they accumulate wholesome karmas, such as offerings, observing purification, observing morality, and they accumulate samatha and vipassana wholesome karmas. When they are practicing in this way, in future existence, if I become such and such woman, if I become such and such man, it will be very good. In this way, with such intention, if you accumulate these wholesome karmas, they are called sankhara formations. But they are nature impermanent as soon as they pass away. But they left behind the karmic force. That karmic force follow your mentality, materiality process. That's a latent tendency. This karmic force, whenever it gets any opportunity or when it becomes mature, it produces these 5 things.
When you talk about craving for future existence, would that also mean craving to be existing tomorrow? Or
No. Future existence.
Future births?
Future rebirth. Idame punya asawakaya mahahotu nibbana sa
Nibbānassa
Paccaya
Paccaya
Hotu
Hotu
Idame Punya
Idame Punya
Sabba Sadhana
Sabba Sadhana
Bhajema
Pājema
Te Sabbe
Te Sabbe
Mesama
Mesama
Punya Bhaga
Punya Bhaga
Labantu
Labantu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu
and Sangha in the way of practice. No much problem, but they have no confidence to themselves. It is impossible or not to attain jhana. They have suspect to their quality. So it is not necessary. If they can practice according to the seven enlightenment pattern, it is very easy. The another is mindfulness. It is always necessary. Another is effort. Effort and concentration must be balanced at that time. The enlightenment pattern of effort and the enlightenment pattern of concentration both must be balanced. When concentration is very strong, the enlightenment pattern of energy or effort is less. At that time, slowly laziness will visit to your mind, or you will be fall down into Bhaddanta, because effort is not necessary. Effort is very less, very weak. But when your effort is very strong, then concentration is very weak. At that time, because of effort, excessive effort, the restless mind will arise. So you should try to make sure to make balance the effort and concentration. Another is Saddha, confidence and wisdom faculty. In this case, wisdom faculty is penetrating the Anapana Pribhaga Nimitta counterpart side. Confidence is you should have enough confidence, the way of practice. Or is it possible when watching the breath, how you can attain jhana? It is impossible. In this way, if you accept, confidence is very less. Your confidence Saddha is very weak. When confidence is very weak, then you cannot develop further your concentration. Your concentration cannot develop further. So at that time, confidence and wisdom faculty also must be balanced. Energy or viriya and concentration also must be balanced. But sati is always necessary. So if sati go away, you do not remember your meditation object, then the remaining 6 enlightenment patterns will be go away together with your sati. So these 7 enlightenment patterns are necessary when you are practicing Anapana. In the same way, when you are practicing 4 elements meditation, you must always remember these 4 elements object. This is very important. When you always remember your 4 elements object, then enlightenment pattern of investigation of Dhamma will work its function. What is its function? To penetrate 4 elements characteristics clearly. Because you are always remembering this characteristic. When you remember these characteristics, your wisdom faculty will penetrate these faculties again and again. If you remember again and again, wisdom faculty also penetrate again and again these 4 elements characteristics. When mindfulness and wisdom faculty are working together at that time, strong effort energy is necessary. You should try to concentrate on these 4 elements object only, not any other object. To concentrate on the 4 elements objects, your effort must be support your mind, not to run away from these 4 elements object. This is a strong, powerful supporting cause. And then if you lazy, yes, no improve. I'm trying 4 elements meditation for a long time. Yes, no improve. Then you relax. Then, if effort is very weak, then concentration cannot develop. In the same way, mindfulness also will be weak. Wisdom faculty also will become weak. So these 7 are very important. Especially when you are practicing 4 elements meditation. At that time, strong powerful mindfulness strong, powerful wisdom faculty which penetrates the four elements characteristic. Strong, powerful effort to penetrate, to understand these four elements as they really are. To concentrate on the four elements object only. These four are very important. If these four enlightenment factors are working together, then when concentration develops further, piti, joy will arise. Passaddhi, tranquility of mind will arise. Equanimity of mind will arise. Will arise means at that time only they arise. I do not mean at that time only they arise. I do not mean. But they are always present. But when concentration do not yet develop further, at that time they are behind. They are not predominant. When concentration develops further, at that time only joy, tranquility, and equanimity, these three enlightenment factors become predominant factors. So, what you are practicing four elements meditation also, these seven enlightenment factors are very important. This is samatha meditation stage. While you are practicing vipassana, at that time also these seven enlightenment factors are very important. To understand this, I will explain with Dhammàcariya. What is Dhammàcariya? While you are practicing samatha or vipassana, you should try to understand what are wholesome dhammas, what are unwholesome dhammas, or what are kusala dhammas, what are akusala dhammas. If you do not understand, you cannot develop wholesome dhammas, and you cannot avoid unwholesome dhammas because you do not understand. So, as a Buddhist, what is wholesome, what is unwholesome, what is kusala, what is akusala? To understand this, very important. If you do not understand, sometimes something is maybe wholesome dhamma, but if you do not know this is wholesome dhamma, then you do not interest to do. Sometimes, if you do not know this is unwholesome dhamma, you may be always associated with unwholesome dhamma because you do not know this is unwholesome dhamma. So, as a Buddhist, to understand this is wholesome dhamma, this is unwholesome dhamma, this is very important. How you should try? First, you must try to understand by learning knowledge under the guidance of skillful teacher. This is wholesome dhamma, this is unwholesome dhamma, etc. Now, Sister Sudila, with children, she explained what are unwholesome dhamma, what are wholesome dhammas. This is very important. If you understand by learning knowledge, this is wholesome dhamma, this is unwholesome dhamma. Again, you should try to understand by your direct insight knowledge, direct knowledge. How you should try, I will explain later. Then another is blameless, blamable dhammas. What are blameless dhammas? What are blamable dhammas? They are also saying they are akusala dhammas, unwholesome dhammas are blamable dhammas. Wholesome dhammas are blameless dhammas. They are also saying. Another is dhammas that should be cultivated, and the dhammas that should not be cultivated. Which dhammas you should be associated, which dhammas you should not be associated. You should try to understand. So unwholesome dhammas are you should not associate that with unwholesome dhammas. You should not cultivate unwholesome dhammas. You should cultivate wholesome dhammas only. So you should try to understand what is wholesome dhamma, what is unwholesome dhamma. Then another pair is superior and inferior dhammas. What are superior dhammas? What are inferior dhammas? Wholesome dhammas are superior dhammas, unwholesome dhammas are inferior dhammas. Then another pair is pure and evil dhammas. Wholesome dhammas are pure, pure dhammas. Unwholesome dhammas are evil dhammas. You should also try to understand. So how you should try to understand? In Nivarana session, I had to explain how to discern 5 hindrances. In the same way, for example, depending on eye base and mind base, mind do. If there are any object, taking any color object, any unwholesome dhammas arise, you should try to discern in this way only. Last night also I had to explain. First you should try to discern I do. Then secondly you should discern my do. You should try to see beautiful colors such as gold color, flower color, etc. When these colors impinge both those, you should decide, oh, they are very beautiful. If you pay attention in this way, unwholesome dhammas will arise in your impulsion, jhana, mind movement. And then you can discern this unwholesome dhammas. In the same way, please discern I do and my do. There may be one person you hate. When this object impinge both those, this object of color, that person's color, impinge both those, and then you decide, oh, I hate too much. In this way, if you decide, then dosa group unwholesome dhammas will arise. In this way, depending on your unwise attention, unwholesome dhammas will arise. What is unwise attention? I already explained. All dhammas are impermanent, but you accept they are permanent. Oh, yesterday also my son, today also my son, tomorrow also will be my son. Yesterday also my father, today also my father, the day after tomorrow also will be my father. In this way, always you accept. This is, you are accepting impermanent as permanent. Is it true? In the same way, they are always oppressed by rising and passing with these objects. If you get example elements systematically, you can see kalabas. When you analyze these kalabas, you can understand ultimate materiality. These ultimate materialities are as they rise, they quickly, very quickly passing away. There is no time to tell this is father, this is mother, this is I, this is he, this is she, in this way. They are very, very quickly rising and passing away. But you think this is father, this is mother, etc. Then this is, you are taking impermanent as permanent. In the same way, they are always oppressed by rising and passing away. So they are suffering dukkha. But you may accept this is dukkha, and this is sukha. Why? If you see your sons and daughters, oh, very happy. If you do not see, unhappy. So you are accepting dukkha as sukha. Then another as other. Non-self as self. This is me, this is he, this is she, this is son, this is daughter, etc. In this way you accept. Behind this perception there may be some type of other. Some type of other, especially outside Buddha's dispensation, many people they accept soul or self. But in Buddha's teaching there is no soul or no self. Who control our mind or who control our body? So you should another, these dhammas are another, but you accept as other. This is a wise addition. These dhammas are impure, but you accept pure. This is also a wise addition. Depending on this unwise addition, unwholesome dhammas are always visiting to your mind. But if you can change, they are nature, impermanent, they are dukkha, suffering, they are ananda, non-self, they are impure, asubha. In this way, if you can pay attention to these objects, then wholesome dhammas will be present. Among these wholesome dhammas, 7 enlightenment factors are usually always present. Usually means piti, joy, sometimes may be present, sometimes may be not present only. Other remaining 6 enlightenment factors are always present. If you can contemplate this ultimate mentality, ultimate materiality as nature, dukkha, anatta, then these 7 enlightenment factors will be usually always present. So, when you are practicing vipassana, these 7 enlightenment factors are more and more important. So, what are 7? Now, I had to in brief explain, but how Buddha teaches. There being enlightenment factor of mindfulness in him, he should try to understand there is enlightenment factor of mindfulness in me. There be no enlightenment factor of mindfulness in him, he should try to understand there is no enlightenment factor of mindfulness in me. So if mindfulness or enlightenment is present, you should try to understand, oh, this is present in me. But if it is not present, then you should try also to understand it is not present in me. If you do not understand, how there can be improved? So, when you are practicing anapana, for example, or when you are practicing vipassana, if you do not remember ultimate mentality, ultimate material in their causes as nature, dukkha, anatta, if you do not remember, you are remembering your house, your work, or your money, etc. Then how this enlightenment factors will develop? Okay? So because of this reason, if mindfulness is not present in you, you should try to understand mindfulness is not present in you. Because you do not remember always this ultimate mentality, ultimate material, their causes as nature, dukkha, anatta. Then again, yathacha anupanasa sati sambhojangasa ubada hodi desha bhajanati. He also understands how there comes to be the rising of unreason, enlightenment factor of mindfulness. When you contemplate these formations as nature, dukkha, anatta again, you are always remembering this impermanent suffering in non-self nature of these formations. At that time you can understand, oh, there comes to be in me the rising of unreason, enlightenment factor of mindfulness. Because at that time mindfulness, enlightenment factor of mindfulness always present in you. Because you are always contemplating. At that time, the remaining 7 enlightenment factors also will be present in you. Why? The enlightenment factor of investigation or Dhamma will realize these formations are nature or dukkha or anatta. At that day, to understand this nature, dukkha, nature, anatta, nature of these formations, strong, powerful, supporting God's energy is necessary. Energy is supporting not to go away from this object. Then at that time, strong, powerful concentration will also will be concomitant. How? When you are contemplating these formations as nature or dukkha or anatta, at that time, your concentration will be concentrate on that nature, dukkha, nature, anatta, nature. Your concentration will not fall away. Because strong, powerful energy is supporting to your concentration, not to fall away from this object. When you are concentrating on that, this is called jhana, vipassana concentration. They translate this concentration, momentary concentration. Why momentary? The object formations are arising in passing away. You are following these objects again. Because object is not stable, momentary. The subject concentration also cannot be stable, momentary only. Do you understand? Because they are falling. But from this impermanent or suffering or non-self nature, mind do not go away. And then the concentration also very powerful. When concentration becomes powerful, the enlightenment factor of joy, the enlightenment factor of tranquility, the enlightenment factor of equanimity also will increase. So, when these 7 enlightenment factors are working together, while you are contemplating formations as nature to another, one day your insight will become mature. At the end of your insight knowledge, part improving knowledge will arise, realizing Nibbana. Part improving knowledge will realize Nibbana. At the time, supramundane 7 enlightenment factors are present. What are supramundane 7 enlightenment factors? Mindfulness of the enlightenment factor of mindfulness always remember Nibbana object. The enlightenment factor of investigation of Dhamma will realize Nibbana, will penetrate Nibbana object. The enlightenment factor of effort will try to realize Nibbana at that time. Then the enlightenment factor of piti, rapture will arise, because when he realizes that Nibbana, strong powerful joy will arise in him. Then at that time, the enlightenment factor of tranquility also will be present, because the object Nibbana is very peaceful. Taking this peaceful Nibbana object, mind became very quiet, very cool down, tranquility. At that time, equanimous mind also will arise. Equanimous mind means equanimity is at that time. Equanimity control your mind not to fall down pitfall or dangerous pitfall or dangerous traps. What are dangerous traps? 5 hindrances or defilements. Not to fall down into the dangerous trap defilements area. So at that time, equanimous mind control this problem, not to fall down. So all 7 enlightenment factors are taking Nibbana as object only, not formations. So because of this reason, if the enlightenment factor of mindfulness is always present in you, you should try to understand the enlightenment factor of mindfulness is always present in me. When it arises, then you should also try to understand, because of this reason means when you are contemplating these formations as nature to another, because of this is called wise attention. Because of this wise attention, this enlightenment factor of mindfulness is rising. Then when it will be perfect, one day you will attain hardship. At that time, this enlightenment factor of mindfulness will be perfect, not necessary to increase more. In the same way, the other 7 enlightenment factors are also same. Okay. Today let us start here. Okay. Any question?
Earlier you were saying that the 5 controlling faculties, one was sada and then the other one was wisdom with relation to anapana. What is the wisdom there?
Penetrating anapana nimitta, or maybe for ordinary person penetrating the anapana. Some meditators, they say, I do not see the breath, I do not know the breath, there is no breath. And wisdom faculty is weak. Pinya is very weak. When concentration develops further, they will penetrate here nimitta, different types of nimitta. Penetrating this different types of nimitta is called wisdom.
But penetrating it by seeing the elements, the kalapas, the characteristics of the kalapas?
In this case, you are now practicing samatha. In samatha stage, kalapas are not necessary. Only just parivaga nimitta. This is, you are penetrating. Why we can say penetrate? Before meditating, you never see this nimitta. Now you are practicing systematically, and that only you can see this nimitta. Because of this reason, we can say you penetrate this nimitta. This is wisdom faculty.
And you should keep that balanced with confidence?
Yes, confidence.
Why do you need confidence at that time if you're seeing it for yourself?
For example, here nimitta is coming. it is impossible to attain. You have no coherence, then it will go away. Okay.
Sayadaw, when you're talking about the faculty of investigation and clear comprehension of the breath, clear comprehension, you said you note that the breath is long, short, subtle, gross. Are there any other things you're supposed to note besides those four?
Maybe in samatha stage it is about this only. But when you are practicing vipassana, you must discern four elements in your breath. You will see breath is nothing but a group of kalapas, small particles. At that time you should analyze these small particles. Then you will see in each particle there are 9 types of materiality, such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive acid, and breathing sound. This day. At that time you must try to understand these 9 types of ultimate materiality. And then again, you must contemplate them as nature, dukkha, anatta, because they are as they rise, they pass away very, very quickly. So they are nature, dukkha, anatta. At that time, kriya comprehension, the enlightenment factor of investigation is same. The enlightenment factor of investigate, what investigate? Enlightenment factor of investigation, investigate, this is nature, this is dukkha, this is anatta. Clear comprehension, understand this is nature, this is dukkha, this is anatta. They are same.
Going back to if you're doing samatha practice though, since you can't have your attention on two things at the same time, and it seems to me there are two objects in samatha. There's the touch point where the breath goes over the touch point, and then there's the qualities like long, short. And I'm wondering if there's a balancing act there that can easily get out of balance where you can't pay attention to both at the same time, so you're just going quickly from one to the other. It should be easy. That shouldn't be a problem.
My meaning is that first, as soon as you sit, you should fix one point. Then you should breathe. You should be addition breath. When you are being addition breath, breath is going through this one point, going in, going out, through this point. And then you should not emphasize point. You should emphasize only breath, only one object.
Okay.
But when we fix point, not to follow inside, outside only. If you follow inside and outside, your mind is going inside, going outside. Then if you are doing in this way, then concentration cannot develop further. Because of this reason, we fix one point only. But after fixing one point, you should not emphasize point. You should emphasize only breath on the point only. And then, if you forget point, touching point, no problem. If you do not follow inside outside, it is okay. But when your concentration develops further, naturally you will not see your point. You will not see your nose, your face, your body. Only just breath and mind. At that day, it is not necessary to search for touching point. Only just stay with that breath only.
And then what is the antidote to lack of confidence when you get to a certain point and the memory arises, this is where I lose it. And you try not to panic, but you just have the memory, this is where I get off track in the past. What's the antidote to that? And I'm wondering if that's the cause of falling concentration.
Please, I do not understand your question.
I'll give you an example. Let's say that if you have a memory that when you get to subtle breath, that's where you get off track and that's where you lose concentration. The memory alone can cause lack of confidence. Even if you're not saying, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it. Just remembering that in the past, that
also very faithful. She will also not remember to you. and then they concentration fall down. Because you do not remember the breath. Your mind is wandering to some objects.
To the
or
memory.
part-
Okay.
memories.
I see. Okay.
Monte, I wasn't sure that I was following what you were saying when you were talking about the arising of piti in the body being that I can't remember what kind of, but certain, a wave of kalapas go through the body. Is that what you were saying?
No. When piti excess concentration stage, but piti is very strong. That strong piti is some meditators they inform me like they are above weight, going in this way, in this way, in this way. They feel like that only. This is excess concentration stage.
That wasn't what I was remembering. I might be remembering it wrong. It was like the actual feeling of the piti. You said was produced by mind-produced kalapas that flood the body, that are temperature and the three, not water. But I wasn't sure that I was understanding
Maybe
that correctly.
tangible object. Tangible object is if you touch, you can feel only hardness, roughness, heaviness, or softness, weakness,
exactly.
lightness. You can feel heat and cold. You can feel supporting and pushing. These three are tangible objects. When these three tangible objects impinge on your body sensitivity, body sensitivity is throughout the body, everywhere. They might produce kalapas also everywhere throughout the body. In those mind produced kalapas, there's three tangible objects. They impinge on your body sensitivity. Other than such type of feeling appear.
And this is what's produced in jhana.
Excess concentration also can produce, jhana also can produce. But at the excess concentration stage, their impinging is very strong.
Right.
Because of this strong, powerful impingement, you feel like you are above on the weights only.
Right.
But in excess, in the absorption concentration stage, they are very subtle. When you are put on the above on the cotton wool, if you put wine will be spread throughout the cotton wool gently. In this way, at that time very gentle, but very peaceful.
But it's these mind-produced kalapas that flood the body.
Yes,
that
the mind do not spread, piti do not spread. Piti together with consciousness. That consciousness is absorption consciousness. That absorption consciousness associated with piti. That consciousness produces kalapas throughout the body.
I see. Thank you.
Okay.
Sayadaw, I have a question about the kalapas that when they arise and pass away very quickly. When they arise, where do they arise from? And when they pass away, where do they go? There's a very famous scientist who said that matter can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only change form, or it can only change from one form to another. But it doesn't ever arise or pass away. It's never created or destroyed. So what are they arising from a previous kalapa? Is giving birth to a new one? On and on, like where? And then where do they go?
Maybe you have one candlelight. Oil also finished, exhausted. Wood also exhausted, finished. And fire also ceased. This fire go to where? Does this panya go to where?
It disappears.
Yes, if this we are only, dissolution only. Scientists, they do not see ultimate truth. Before ultimate truth stage, they can see and understand. But they do not understand ultimate truth. Because within Kalapa, one Kalapa, there are at least 8 types of materiality. There, as soon as they arise, they pass away. Again they arise. Why they arise? If you want to understand, you must practice dependent origination. And then you will understand. Oh, there are 4 types of cause. One, kalapas are produced by previous karma. Some kalapas are produced by previous karma. Some kalapas are produced by your mind. If you want to understand mind produce kalapa, please do like that. You can do. Is it true? Can you do? This is mind produced kalapas in this hand. But before you are doing also they are kalapas. So they are mixed together like different powders. What called? Different dust are mixed together. In the same way, here are 4 different types of cause. Karma produced material kalapas are also here. Mind produced kalapas are also here. In each kalapa there is tejo fire element. That fire element is called tejo. That tejo is called temperature. That temperature also can produce new generation. So temperature produced kalapas are also here. Then you are always eating edible food. That edible food also can produce many generations. How they operate? You should discern 4 elements in your undigested food. You eating food. You can see only food is nothing but a group of kalapas. In these kalapas there is nutritive essence. When digested fire support that nutritive essence, then that nutritive essence produces many generations throughout the body. So that nutritive essence produced material also present here. 4 types of cause. Number 1, karma. Number 2, mind consciousness. Number 3, temperature. Number 4, nutritive essence. These 4 types of cause are still present. They will be rise again. As soon as they rise, they will be passed away. Dissolution. Why? Cause is impermanent nature. How the effect can be nature permanent? Cause impermanent means you may understand here. Now your mind is listening. Please see behind. Please see behind. Oh, yeah. Now you are listening. My Dhamma, you hear. Yeah, I do cognitive process rise. Then if you pay attention, another you see. I do ear do. From ear do to I do. Mind is always changing. If mind is not changing, anger person will be, the whole life will be increased. Attachment person, the whole life will be attachment only. So mind is also changing. Because of this, they all are impermanent. But scientists, they do not understand ultimate materiality, especially how the food, edible food, produce new generation. They do not understand. How temperature produce in each kalapa, how temperature produce new generation. They do not understand. How nutritive essence produce new generation. They do not understand. Why? By naked eye, they cannot see the nutritive essence. By naked eye, they do not understand temperature. This is the object of wisdom eye only. Okay?
Sayadaw, I had 2 questions. One, going back to piti and sukha, is piti more a physical form of happiness and sukha more a feeling, emotional almost? I mean, could you categorize it that way? Oftentimes piti has a physical.
No physical, this is also mental. But usually piti is associated with sukha. But sukha is not always associated with piti. Because in first jhana, in second jhana, piti and sukha, they are associated to each other. But in third jhana, there is no piti, only sukha. So feeling, sukha is feeling. Piti is one mental fetter. But piti and sukha, what is the difference? Piti is only liking the object only. When you like one object, this object, oh, this is good or not, you are sukha feel only. If it is good, then as a good, sukha feels only. So, because of this reason, if you like this, and then this is piti only. You have joy, or they translate rapture. What is true? What translation will be true? I don't know. Piti is only one word I forget. Only just liking or maybe what? Music. What? Music. What else? Maybe one word I forget. So just only liking only. But usually piti is crossed. Then sukha. Sukha is more quiet feeling.
Thank you. May I ask my second question about this Bhaddanta mind door business? Sometimes I've heard you talk about thinking about this metaphorically. You say as metaphor only, and sometimes you say look there and see that.
Yes,
so I get
also metaphorically this maybe cause and effect only. Now you see Bhuanga Maido like mirror, this is only effect. Effect means this mirror is produced by your Bhuanga Maido only. Bhuanga mind consciousness. Your Bhuanga mind consciousness can produce, mind produce kalabas. Among these kalabas there is kala, that kala is transparent and bright. Among these kalabas there is deja, that deja also produce new generation. Among these generations there is also kala, that kala also transparent and bright. Combination of these two types of kalabas are here luminous, transparent mind. This is metaphorically the Buddha says mind only. Real Bhuanga mind has no color. Mind is mind only. Mind consciousness mind only. Now you are listening, my Dhamma talk. Do you hear? Ear do cognitive process arise. That cognitive process has any color in the same way. But here you see color. That color is the effect of your Bhuanga mind consciousness. Your Bhuanga mind consciousness produce this color, transparent, bright element, luminous element. So because of this is also metaphorically called Maido. Okay?
Could you explain further the concept of, you said that you have mental mind formations and karmic formations, but don't they both occur in the mind, don't they? I mean, other than external karma that impacts on you, but aren't they both in the mind?
What do you mean?
Karma formations and mental formations. You said they were two separate. That they were acting in.
Maybe mental formations usually used ultimate maybe consciousness and mental fetters put together. They are called sometimes mental formations. Consciousness and mental fetters. In every mind moment, yes, consciousness and mental fetters, they are always associated. In some mind moment, at least 8 types of mental formations. In some mind moments, there may be 34, etc. They are mental formations. Karmic force is especially referring in previous life. You had accumulated wholesome karmas to produce these 5 aggregates. We usually use this karmic force. Volitional formations we use. That karmic force, sometimes they use volitional formations. Because among these coming forth, volitional formations, volition Chetana is predominant factor. So because of this reason, while producing its effect, volition Chetana is very important factor. Depending on that Chetana, result is different. When volition is very strong, result is very powerful. When volition is very weak, result is very weak. So volitional formation also sometimes we use. This is previous karma especially. They are also mental formations in previous life. But when they arise, they also nature. They pass away very quickly. But they left behind some type of energy. That energy is we call karmic force. That karmic force is how it is like. We cannot say exactly. This is only karmic force only. But when you practice divine origination, other than you will understand when you are direct insight knowledge.
Why do you not discern the enlightenment factors in each mind moment like you do some of the other factors that you mentioned in the last few days?
Maybe this is when you are discerning ultimate mentality, you must discern only.
Okay.
Now you are practicing samatha. When you are practicing samatha, it is not necessary to discern these enlightenment factors. Your responsibility is to discern 5 jhana factors only. Because your stage is samatha stage only. When you are going to vipassana, when you are practicing vipassana, other than you must discern ultimate mentality. Other than among these ultimate mentalities, there are 7 enlightenment factors are usually always present. In that you are in your insight knowledge.
Oh, and at that point you discern it. Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay, today let us stop. Idame punya asavakaya mahahodu idame punya nibbānasa Paccayo Hodu idame punya Sava sadanam Pajema Tesabe Vesama Punya bagang Labandu
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.